I'm going to be making a junk journal that's a no-sew junk journal. Now, I am definitely, let's see, wait a minute. Yeah. I am definitely, there we go. Perfect. That's perfect. That works. So we have this folded, and we are just going to accordion fold this on all of our creases. If you don't have a scoring board, just eyeball it and, you know, try to get it as close to 3/4 or more, whatever you want. And so we're just going to do that. Okay, so what you want is to have, I don't know if you can see this. You want this to be going down. So you want it to be a valley, a mountain, valley, a mountain. So you need the valley first and then the mountain for it to work. So we're going to start on our cover. And like I said, I have fixed the printable, but of course, my printer died, like dead died. Okay, first of all, I have cut out I have cut out 2 pieces of cardboard that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So I just wanted to, that's the first step. The next step that I just wanted to share, because I did not know this until I worked with took a class with another junk journaler. I can't say that word. Anyway, cardboard has a nap. And so when you cut out your cardboard, make sure it's stiff and not bendy. You want it to be on the stiff side. Just a little tip for you. You know, probably won't remember, but just kind of remember. So if you're cutting out your journal, you want it to be stiff, not, and if I cut it the other way, it would have been bendable and not stiff. So just a little tidbit for you. Now, we are doing the no-sew method. So what we need to do first is I have a piece of yellow cardstock. And so it was just a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And so I'm going to take my little piece of 12 and my scoring board. Couldn't think of that word. And I'm going to score it at 3/4 all the way down. Just every other 3/4. This is like too much math for Sunday afternoon for me. I say that. So this is going to be my cover, and this is going to be the back. Now, the printable that I have, it actually will be bigger than this so that you can fold this over and make it look really, really nice. But we're not going to do that today because hey, Cheryl, because I couldn't print out the fixed file. It was like, you got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. So I'm just using a glue stick for this. You could use gel medium. You could use Yes Paste. You can use whatever form of adhesive that you have. I just want to get a good coat on this side, and I'm just going to line this up. But if you want, let me get this all done. If you want it to look nice, what I had planned to do is to, you know, to take my scissors, which I have somewhere, here they are. You know, to take the scissors and snip this and snip that, and then actually fold up and fold up on all four sides. But of course, like I said, my printer died. So we're just going to have a good time anyway. So I'm just going to cut this off. I need bigger scissors. I'm going to trim this off, and I'm not going to do this side yet. I'm going to do the same thing for the back cover. We're going to decorate the front cover. And I've created this little sheet. It was just, I don't know, I just thought it was so cute, the little lemonade stand. So once again, I'm just going to do this along here. Get that all even and get that done. And then we're going to cut this off. Take my Gathered Twig Distress ink, and I'm just going to go around the edges. Here we go. We have our covers. I'm going to put those aside, and we're going to work on our pages. So this is the one. No, that's not the one I've done. This is the one that I've done, and now I'm going to prep all my pages. So I have in the printable that you will be able to download, I have given you, I think, 7 sheets. I think it's 7 sheets. And I just printed them front and back so that I can trim everything, and they're done. And this is, I just copied this on regular paper. And then I have this tablet that's kind of, it's not really vintage, but it looks that way. I have some music paper. And then this is, I don't know if you can see this or not. This is green paper. This is just a coffee dyed sheet that I have. So I'm going to put these pages in my journal. So this is my, kind of my pattern here. And so I am just going to use this decal edge ruler. I got this on Amazon. There's 2 sides. There's a really, really decal and just kind of a soft decal. And I'm going to use the soft one. And we're going to get all these papers torn and then start putting our journal together. So I'm just going to fold all of these in half. That one's upside down. I need to make sure it's right side up when I put it in. There we go. So what we have to do with all of our papers is, what we need to do is we need to slit a hole in the crease of these pages. So I just have a little mat here because I don't want to ruin my other mat. I have somewhere on this, I got all organized, and sometimes that just doesn't work with me. So this, I think it's 3.5 inches. Let me see. Let's see, it goes this way. Yes, this is 3.5 inches by 12. And then I folded it at the each 3/4 mark. So we are going to start, you know what? I did this wrong. I need it back the other way. Don't need that one. Okay, so this is 3.5. And I am going to cut a slit in the middle, just a little bit bigger. Okay, so where did my little template go? There it is. So here we go. We're just going to cut this. And this is just a cheap utility knife from Dollar Tree. It is nothing special. Nothing special at all. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know I want more in here. So what I am going to do is I have another one folded here. I am going to cut this little piece off right here. Maybe just a smidge more. And then I am going to take my glue stick and I'm going to glue these pages together. Now you could definitely stitch this in if you wanted, but I just thought I would show you a quick and easy non-stitch journal. Okay, so let me redo this, and I don't need all of these pages. There we go. Okay. All right. So then I have all these little strips of green, and I know I'm going to have to trim them. I trimmed them the best that I could, but I'm going to have to trim them some more and make them a little thinner. There we go. Okay, so decide which one you want to be the front page. This is our first page. So remember, I slit the page, and I have a mountain and I have a valley. I am going to simply insert my mountain of my accordion fold into my slit. You may have to make a couple of adjustments. It's like the first one's the hardest to do. Come on. There we go. But now we have this right here. You take your little pieces of paper that you have cut and you insert it in here. And you may have to trim it a little bit. You're going to insert it just like that. That looks so good. Okay, so we're going to continue on, and we're going to finish this with all of our papers. I'm going to do it this way. And I am going to trim this off right here. Just right there. So now I have a flap here. I have a flap here. And here is the inside of my journal. And I did not have to do any stitching. So I am going to take my covers, wherever that they may be, take my covers, and I am going to glue this as close as I can to right there, and then I'm going to add this piece to the top. So this is kind of the tricky part. Sometimes I wish I had a couple of more hands showing you how. So we're going to line that up. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and do this side and get that one on, and then we'll do the other one, the inside pages. So here's the back. so it's all nice and pretty. And then here's our front. And I'm going to let this dry for just a second. Okay, so I'm going to decorate the cover, making sure I'm not running out of time. I found this lace. Isn't this gorgeous? I found this lace at Joann's. Right, it was Christmas lace. And I thought it was so pretty, and it was like, this is going to be perfect for the cover. And it'll be you know, all straight when you get everything else in it. Kind of put this in here. There we go. Lift it up just a little bit. So what I thought I would do is this. I have When Life Gives You Lemons, Get Creative, because that's what we're all doing here. This day is getting creative. I had all this planned out, and now it's like disappeared, of course. There we go. I have a jar of lemonade, which I thought would be really, really cute for that to go there. With that, trying to think if I need anything else. I have some flowers. I have a doily I thought about adding up underneath there. And then putting this here and here, maybe lifting that up a little bit. Just like that. Just giving it a little bit, and you can embellish it more. Here's some more lemons that I might put up there. That's pretty cute. And then maybe something right there. I have, hold on, I have a piece of paper. Here we go. Not that paper. Let me just take this. Oh, yes. Okay. So we're going to take this. Oh, I'm trying to find my decorative scissors. Yeah. I'm going to just take this, and I am just going to punch this. Oh! Cheap punch. I'm going to go ahead and distress this. I kind of like to distress that. I wonder if I could do that. Let's see. That right there. And that one right there. There we go. All right, so there we go. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, perfect. Okay, so now let me see if I can remember. Now let me see if I can remember how I did this. Okay, this is going right there. So I'm going to use this precision glue. Doilies are so hard to do because of all the little lacy areas. That's why I like the precision glue. You can just kind of dot it wherever you want. It never gets quite completely covered, but it's good enough. Let me do some more right there. I'm not getting everything. I'm just getting as much as I can. Okay. And then I'm going to lay this down. Whoops. I think this one is better cut. And then I'll cut off the top. Lay that down just like that. Let me trim this off. Whoops. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Okay. Give that a little chance to dry. I'm going to put this here. Oops. Okay, this is going to go there. I'm going to add our lemonade. Just right there. Add this little sentiment, when life gives you lemons, get creative. I want this up just a little bit more. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. I'll have to cover that up. Okay, there we go. The best way when you are planning things out is to have your cell phone right there and take a picture so you can remember how you had everything placed. Let's see, I think I want this one up there. Just like that. Not wanting to stick to that lace, but. So here is our front cover. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to prop that up right there. Hold on. Let me do this. There we go. Okay, so this is my inside cover. Let's see, I need to trim it right there. And I think otherwise it's good. I'm just going to use scissors. And then I am just going to distress this. And while I'm at it, I need one for the back. So let me just go ahead and cut this off. Okay. This past week, my husband and I went to a little, this little town called Jefferson here in Texas. And it's supposedly one of the biggest ghost towns. I don't know if it's within everywhere or just within Texas. They really believe in their ghost. It's kind of freaky, actually, for me. All right, so we're going to do the back the same way we did the front. And then I'll show you everything. I'm going to do a couple of little pages inside. And I'll show you through the book. Here we go. We're just going to glue this in here. So I'm just gluing this tab into the back cover so you don't see that. A good amount of glue there. Getting that all lined up. All right. So then here is our journal. Let me put the lid on and we'll flip through. Okay, we have our lemon pages. And then what I like to do, and you don't have to do this part, I like to glue this down. It just kind of makes it stay down a little bit better. But you definitely do not have to do this part. Oh, this is the one that had the 2 pages in it. So you could definitely do more of that. It is a fun project. That's going there, and I think I have one left. Just right there. Oops. I don't think I got that much glue on that one. Let's see. Trying to hurry. All right, so there we go. So here's our journal. Now, in the kit that I have, I've got a belly band. And if you had a sewing machine, that would be the perfect time to use a sewing machine. Trim this off just a little bit. I am going to, so I'm going to put this here. And then I did a recipe card for a lemon meringue pie, and I'm going to insert that there. And then I did this tag that says lemon pie, yum. And so I am going to use this little slot thing here and use some of my little crinkle ribbon. I thought I had it. Or you could get it out. But maybe not. So we'll just do it this way. So I'm going to attach this to my belly band so that you know that there's the pie. So we have that. So we've got one page done. I have got some pockets. And then we're going to stick these pockets down just like this. I'm not going to do it now because it's not the right size. I made them a little smaller. And then I made these tags that will fit in everything. And her thing is she says, create with the color yellow. Happiness and optimism, joy, cheerfulness, and a positive outlook. And that one is going to go in here. And then we have energy and excitement. And we have vitality, enthusiasm, and mental activity. Her next one was warmth and light. And we have sunshine and comfort. And you can put this however you want. The next one is wisdom and clarity. And it has, she discovered the words enlightenment and clarity. Creativity and innovation. Creative, new ideas and innovative thinking. And then the last one is friendship, which is hope, peace, and remembrance. And so those are all going to go right there, wherever you would want them in your journal. And so we will have that, and that is also in the kit that will be available. The last thing that I have, this is just, look at that. Isn't that so cute? This ribbon is just perfect. And then I have a whole bunch of words and clip art to use. This one says, when life gives you lemons, learn to juggle. When life gives you lemons, make champagne and leave the whole world wondering how you did it. Here comes the sun, brighter than sunshine. Create in me a clean heart. Just a bunch of word phrases, and then a bunch of clip arts. And in the printable that I have, there's actually some larger tags. So we have our cover. You could definitely put some more pockets and stuff right here. And then we have all of our pages. We have our pull-out tag, our little belly band with our lemon meringue pie recipe card. And that just stuck together. And we have our back page. This is our journal. There is plenty of room here to fill it up with all kinds of goodies, all kinds of memorabilia and fun things.